You go and see Dick Whittington, you know what you're in for, really, and you know what your kids are going to see. It's only playground humour.
I think part of the problem, Lindsay, is that some of the jokes we can't even mention on air this morning because there are children watching. And we don't particularly want children saying to their parents, what are they talking about on Good Morning Britain? Because that's embarrassing. So actually, parents are then coming out of these pantos and saying things that their parents are sort of embarrassed
about
them
They've
saying.
got one lady. How many millions of people see the panto every Christmas? I mean, I've been doing it 30 years. I've never had a complaint about the saucy jokes in the panto.
You look so gorgeous, you can pull them off. But,
yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, it's usually the comic, and the comic does tailor it for the audience. If you've got all schools in, he'll tend to, you know, sort of hold down the more saucy jokes, but...
So the parent says it wasn't tongue-in-cheek or innuendo, it's full-on sexual content. I go to Panto every year and I've never seen anything like that. Yeah. I think the point is, Josie, that parents understand it's going to be saucy, it's going to be bawdy, and it's going to, as Matthew Kelly was saying, it's going to be vulgar. But when it tips over to rude and you feel uncomfortable, that seems to have been what she's complaining about.
Yeah, and I've read about this one, and it was really, really sexualised. And I think everything sexualised these days, do our pantos, our family pantos, really have to be sexualised.
Well, that's it, it's family. You've got to appeal right across the board. It's not just for the little ones. You know, you've got grannies and grandmas and mums and dads. They want to enjoy the show as well.
In your panto at the moment, Josie, is there anything in your panto that you're not comfortable with?
I don't think I'll get booked for panto again, to be honest, Ben. But,
remember the story.
The story. But the thing is, you know, this I do believe went too far, and I wouldn't like anyone to come out of my panto saying Josie loves.
I wouldn't like it either.
Dick Whittington, but without the Whittington.
But
I mean, I'm in Gravesend. I'm going to plug it because I've bothered to put the costume on.
What do you mean, unlike Josie, you don't walk around like this all the time?
Of course, this is my morning outfit, my breakfast outfit. No, I'm in Gravesend in Sleeping Beauty, and I don't think there's anything offensive. And I would be really upset if, you know, if we did get a complaint about the jokes. But I do, sticking up for the producers a little bit in Manchester, was it? It's probably the cast that have taken it that bit further, because it would never have been written in the script sexually like that. And once the producers aren't in for every performance, you know, John Barrowman may have taken it further himself, or they're having a laugh up there and it's got out of hand.
Well, look, we've got a statement from Kudos Entertainment, the company behind this version of Dick Whittington in Manchester. They've responded saying that in keeping with the tradition of pantomime, the script does make use of double entendre, and part of that is in a play on the names of the characters. Now, none of the humour within the show is intended to cause any offence of any kind. And that's the nature of some of these jokes, and we've had a lot of them in this morning. I'm going to take a risk and tell you some of them.
Oh, my God.
It's a long time since I've had an animal living with me, although I do have the rabbit that I keep in the drawer upstairs. That's an example. The adults laughed, but the kids looked bemused and enjoyed the fact that we were laughing, and that's the beauty of panto.
And that's quite easy. You know, that's going to go over children's heads, definitely.
Well, I don't get half of them anyway.
Don't ask, Josie, if you don't get that one, don't ask.
I don't get the punchline or the joke or anything.
It's the way you tell them, Josie.
Right, okay.
That's my point. The little ones don't understand, and if they do understand and they enjoy the joke, then obviously, you know, they're worldly enough to know.
But Linda, one of the problems is, and we were talking about this morning, is actually the kids are growing up so much faster, so they are more across that sort of comment and that sort of chat, and they would know more about these things, and that's more to the point as the kids are growing up.
You know, there's a real skill set to be able to go ahead towards the family and the kids and keep them all entertained and not cross the border. And I know our comedian really
works hard at that.
They work for months and months and months, and I didn't realise how much hard work goes into it.
It'd be such a shame to see it spoil. You know, panto's such a tradition, and kids absolutely love it.
No, it's not.
Oh, yes, it is.